Something burns quietly inside of me, while words suffocate beneath my chest, and sorrow hides itself behind a wall I did not build myself. The days built it out of me. Too many days have passed, and I no longer know whether I truly live them, or whether they merely live through me. I no longer know if pain once visited me, or if it slowly became part of my flesh. Who am I? Who was I? Who have I become? Countless images pass before my eyes. Some remain painfully clear, others disappear behind clouds of memory, until I can no longer recognize that little girl or the woman she became. Life plays carelessly with the letters of my destiny. Each day it writes new sentences upon my soul, sentences I no longer have the strength to read. And when I open the book of my life, I stare at its pages in disbelief, wondering how the person I once was became the stranger standing before me. Sometimes I feel I am here, yet living in another world entirely. I remember tears falling from my eyes during nights both short and endless, nights swollen with pain. There was no light there except a single weak beam escaping from a distant moon, a fading moonlight, growing weaker and weaker, just as the light within my own life faded quietly. And I questioned everything, I still do. Questions continue spinning through my mind and my heart without answers. So I try to play the role of teacher, teaching myself how to survive. And when I fail, I hide my tears, because this life is not a place where weakness is welcomed. Here, survival belongs to the strongest, to those who no longer fear fear itself. And the ship of life kept carrying me from one harbor to another, until my heart learned exile, learned wandering, learned loneliness, until solitude itself became part of me. I grew used to it, and perhaps it grew used to me as well. It became the companion of my road. I cried into its silence, and strangely, it placed invisible hands upon my shoulders, embracing me gently, until I no longer noticed its presence. How strange! The loneliness is born from coldness. I somehow found warmth inside its arms. My eyes kept searching for understanding. My heart searched endlessly for peace. My soul searched for a homeland. And while unseen hands pushed me, and unfamiliar bodies brushed against me, I stumbled, I fell, I hurt, I cried again. Then slowly I reached through the darkness, grasping a fragile thread of pain, a thin trembling thread that somehow helped me stand again. And when I looked down at myself, I saw wounds covering my feet and scars filling my body. But somewhere at the beginning of the road, a wise man once told me, there is no time for pain. Then suddenly you came from behind me, journey toward you. I could not see your face, I could not recognize who you were. Yet somehow I felt warmth, and for the first time in years I smiled. Then I fell asleep beside you, a deep sleep, as though my eyes had not truly closed for countless years.
We walked together,
your hands touching me softly, your spirit surrounding mine, healing my wounds, quieting my pain, gathering the broken pieces of me. Then I lifted my eyes toward the sky, and I saw the moon covering us with silver light. The stars danced above our heads like living music.
and I realized
Perhaps for the first time that I had never truly seen them before. This is the story of my life, a life I live and which somehow lives me in return. And when you hear these words, when you listen to the trembling melodies of my heart,
know this.
you have already become